16 minutes past 6 is the time.
Now, following his renal failure diagnosis in 2018, BBC Radio 1 Extra DJ Ace was warned it could take up to 6 years to find a suitable kidney donor because of his ethnicity.
Now, in 2021, he was successfully matched with his donor, Naomi. And now he's set up a campaign to help others who are waiting for life-saving transplants.
It comes after the NHS recently called for more organ donors of black and Asian heritage. Graham Satchell has more.
This is Radio 1 Extra's DJ Ace.
Yes, what's going on? It's your boy Ace, heavyweight champion of radio, Mr. 10K, and we are in the building all of the way until 1 o'clock. Coming up on today's show,
Ace was told in 2018 that one of his kidneys had stopped working.
To play, and we'll be talking to Damon. To hear that I had kidney or renal failure was quite shocking. All I wanted to know is, like, how do I stop it? How do I reverse it? And to hear that the only solution was a kidney transplant was, yeah, quite harrowing. There's black people that don't need to be sitting in dialysis beds.
A new social media campaign starts today called We For Us UK.
Long and short of it is that I need a kidney, but then you're still at a disadvantage because there aren't enough kidneys to match people of colour.
It tells the stories of black and minority ethnic people waiting for a kidney transplant.
And they said, yeah, you know, you're going to need a transplant. I remember I was sitting there with like my crunchy nut cornflakes and they were just like, yeah, no, it's not good news.
Ace is on his way to a dialysis unit, part of the Royal Free Hospital in London.
How are you finding dialysis? For me, the first 2 years were difficult, but the last year for me, the year number 3 was the hardest.
Oh, it's very tiring, very frustrating, but I'm going to do it.
Most kidney patients will have dialysis 3 times a week. Each session can take 4 or 5 hours. It can be a debilitating process.
At the beginning, it was very, very worrying and quite stressful, if I'm honest. It really took a toll on my mental health and how I felt about myself and my situation. Like year 3, I think, was the most difficult for me.
Ace began to realise there were more black and Asian people in the dialysis unit than white people, and that they stayed longer.
I would go to dialysis and me and 3 other Asian people would sit in one section and we were just looking at each other for months and months on end. And our white counterparts would come in, they'd be there for like 2 or 3 months and they'd be in and out.
My youngest is 9 years old, my youngest child, and I want to be knocking about with her
100%,
for the longest time.
Right.
So.
It was frustrating. It was like, why is this happening? Why are we sitting here looking at each other when other people that obviously don't have the same skin complexion or are not from our background are able to just come in, have their treatment for 3 or 4 months and then get that transplant and go.
How do we get people from ethnic minorities, yes, to have more living kidney transplants? One-to-one.
Ace is meeting Kirit Modi from the Jain and Hindu Organ Donation Alliance.
Why are the black and Asian communities so bad at talking about donation? And why is it such a taboo subject within our community?
If you look at all the reasons, the main barrier is that there isn't enough discussion and awareness about this issue. My experience is that the vast majority of people, after having engaged in those conversations, will support organ donation.
The conversations that need to have are around why there's this stigma about organ donation within our community, and it could be religious, it could be just a lack of trust, it could be old wives' tales, but no one should be listening to information or old urban myths from years ago. We shouldn't be using really rubbish excuses for not helping out people that look like us that are waiting for organs.
Ace and his match, who was found, who is Naomi, are both here now. Very good morning to you both.
After waiting more than 3 years, Ace received a new kidney from a live donor, Naomi. They appeared together on BBC Breakfast last year.
Very, very good, yeah.
I know what I've done and I understand the benefits of it. That's why I've done it, and I'm just grateful that it's we're both really healthy and well.
She's amazing. That's my twin. We talk all the time. I love her with all my heart. She's given me a second chance to do things that I wasn't able to do before. She's released me from the shackles of dialysis. She's an amazing person.
I can't put into words the way I feel about my donor's family.
The We For Us campaign puts names and faces to people waiting for a transplant and those who've had treatment.
Cannot thank them enough for giving me a second chance at life.
It's about us, we helping us, and I'd love everybody's support to go in there and check out some of the faces and the people that you could be helping if you just did a little bit more in regards to organ donation.